Everyone knows that cold email is getting harder. What you can do to make it easier is to actually personalize each and every email that you send out. However, the truth is that it's easier said than done if you're doing this manually, one by one, email by email. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how I go about personalizing every email that I send out so it stands out, so it's customized and uses the data that I can get from a third-party application to actually make it custom and specific to the prospect I'm sending the email to. And that is exactly what you'll be able to learn by the end of this video, to send personalized cold emails that get opened, that get clicked, and that increase the action that you want the people to take. Whether it's to click a link, go to your website, sign up for an appointment, book a call, whatever it might be. So let's jump into the situation, into the scenario here. So here I have a list that you can export from a tool like Phantom Buster. So if I look at Phantom Buster here, this is the premise is more leads, less effort, automate what you're doing on the platforms you already use. And here there is a LinkedIn leads section. So there's a bunch of phantoms that you can run to get leads from LinkedIn. So you can extract a search, extract guests from an event, extract followers, extract first connections. There's phantoms that are specific to Sales Navigator. And here you can see all of them. There's a lot you can do with LinkedIn and automating the contacts and their details from LinkedIn. So over here, what I have is, again, this sheet. It has a bunch of data. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. What I'm actually interested in are specific columns, however. So the LinkedIn profile URL would be interesting if I want to scrape specific things from it. I have the first name, the last name. I have the LinkedIn job date range, so when they started at their job. I have the job title. I have the LinkedIn description, the skills that they have listed on their profile, previous companies. I also have school degrees, school companies. So there's a bunch of stuff that I can play around with when it comes to personalizing my emails. There's my degree connection as well. And yeah, so based on that, I can actually do a lot of things with my personalization. So LinkedIn previous job description, and so on and so forth. So let's get right into it. And for this example, I'm just going to use this Google Sheet, but this can also be done with different databases such as Airtable, which is quickly becoming my favorite database to use in these situations. So what I'm going to do is actually grab the ID of this document. I'm going to ensure that I can actually edit it, or third parties can edit this. And if I go to mymail.com, first of all, I'm going to go to Google Sheets. And I'm going to, let's see, watch new rows. Let me double check. This is the one I'm looking for. Sheets. What changes actually is the one I'm looking for, because I want an instant connection. So I'm going to add a new hook, save that. Okay, and I'm going to copy the address there. Copy. I'm going to delete that. And what I need to do in my Google Sheets is go to extensions. And if you've never done this before, you need to add the Make for Google Sheets plugin. Then you can open this here and paste in the webhook URL you got from make.com. So this means that now, each time I make a change in my Google Sheet, this will trigger right here. So if I paste that in there, this should pass the information over here, if this works correctly. Actually, I need to save this here. Let's see. Okay, saved successfully. So now, yeah, as you can see, this passed the value into this. I have the old value and I have the new value, which in this case was a mistake because I just pasted the webhook value there. So if I were to run this once again and wait for the data, let's say I'm going to copy this row and paste it in here. So that will trigger this make scenario and pass all the information that I have in that new row. So it tells me column start and column end, row start and row end. So that is row 13, which matches with this right here. And I have the values as well for each of those rows. So let's say that we're going to use column W, which is this right here, the LinkedIn previous job description. Let's see, or let's actually use this if available, LinkedIn description, because I think it might make more sense actually. So let's use that. So row or column O, and we're going to create an email based on that. So each time we add a new record to our Google Sheet, we'll have an email that is generated that it's ready to go. So whenever this triggers, what we want to do is speak with OpenAI, create a completion, and we're going to put maximum tokens as 0, and we're going to put or use GPT mini system. We're going to say that the role is you craft personalized cold emails to help break the ice and get the receiver or the recipient to engage and respond to our user. Your emails are very human-like. They vary in perplexity and brevity, as if two people are speaking together over a coffee. This is the system message. We're going to add a user message. This is the information you know about the prospect. We're going to pass the row value O, as we said before. I'm going to add another message called assistant. They say only output the email. And actually, I want to add in the email, I want to mention that I run an automation agency. So I'm looking for businesses that are spending too much time on repetitive tasks and want to automate these processes. Obviously, we can iterate to this prompt and make it even better with each iteration. So here I have assistant, only output the email, nothing else, and use the prospect first name. So here's information about the prospects for name. We're going to pass this. Let's pass actually the first name only. So we're going to pass column D. Okay. And now I'm going to go to my email. I'm going to send an email, which will be kept in drafts. I'm going to choose my email. Save message after sending. Sure. Let's actually, can send it to ourselves. So it's all good. Send it to me. I'm going to add a subject, which I can actually also generate with ChatGPT, which I'll do in a second. And for now, I'm just going to leave it as plain text with the result being the output from ChatGPT. So here, what I also want to do is the subject. I want to say also generate an email subject, no more than 6 words. Now, let's add a new user message. The output should be in JSON format as follows. So I'm going to say subject poster, and email body here. Okay. Remember, only output JSON. The first character in your output should be this, open curly bracket, and the last one should be close curly brackets. Nothing else. And here, under the advanced settings, I'm going to choose response format to be JSON. I'm going to parse it. So now, let's unlink this and run this once. Wait for new data. And I'm going to copy and paste that right there, which should trigger this automation. And hopefully I should get a JSON output with 2 different key value pairs, the email subject and the actual body. So if I look at results, I have the email body, great, and I have the subject, which is here. So that is pretty awesome. I'm going to connect this here. For the subject, I'm going to pass the subject. For the email body, I'm going to pass the email body. So now, let's run this once, wait for new data, and I'm going to copy another person here. Okay, paste this here. So again, the idea is each time we add a new row to this Google Sheet, the scenario would run and create us a draft email so you don't have to send it immediately. In my case, I'm just sending it because I'm sending it to myself. So here's saying, hey, Michael, hope this message finds you well. With your impressive background in marketing and digital transformation, I can only imagine how much time you spend on repetitive tasks in your day-to-day operation. I run an automation agency and we specialize in helping businesses like yours streamline those time-consuming processes. By automating repetitive tasks, you could focus more on crafting those compelling narratives and driving growth initiatives. I'd love to explore how can I help you reclaim some of those precious time. Are you open to a quick chat? So again, is it the best? No. Is it quick? Yes. So each time you run this scenario, you can get an email in drafts that you double check. And then you can also provide, and what I would suggest that you actually provide specific formats, specific models, specific emails that you know work to ChatGPT here. So then you can say, okay, model your output on these specific emails. What is important here is that the output is in JSON format, so we can immediately use it in our email for the subject and email body, because that will save a lot of back and forth with trying to get the format as desired. And here we have this watch changes, so this immediately would trigger if you switch this on when a new change happens in this Google Sheet. So just like that, you can automate your cold email outreach. You can have personalized cold emails that you send to the right people, which will increase the number of people that know about your business and that actually end up working with you. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future ones. And in the meantime, check out the link in the description for more ways how I can help you move your business forward. I'll speak to you soon.